Start in English, that's right. Well, come on.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Since you have to start in English, I just...
okay, no problem. It looks like some improvements have been done. All the, the captions are coming nowadays. Let's see. Om Vakratunda Mahakaji Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Guru Medeva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shajaya Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurte Namaha Tadashiva Samarambham Shankara Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Srutismriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Uttara Bhashyakato Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Ishvaro Guru Ratmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavatyapna Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Sri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanmaham Om. So all chant Yam Brahma together. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Dimyaistavaihi Vedai Sanga Padakramo Parishadair Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyana Bastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Shri Saraswati Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Teshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam Tamaha Nashayamyatmabhavasthaha Jnanadipena Bhaswata Jyotishamapि tajyotihi Tamasah Paramuchyate Jnanam Gneyam Jnanagamyam Hridi Sarvasya Vishtitam Nahi Jnanena Sadrisham Pavitramiha Vidyate Satsvayam Yoga Samsiddhaha Kalenatmani Vindati Jnanena tu tadajnanam Esham Nashitamatmanaha Tesham Aditya Bhajnanam Prakashayati Tatparam Yathaidhamti Samithognihi Bhasmasat Kurute Arjuna Jnanagni Sarva Karmani Bhasmasat Kurute Tatha Yasya Sarve Samarambhaha Amasankalpa Varjitaha Jnanagni Dagdha Karmanam Tamahu Panditam Budhaha Om Shanti 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 Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Shashthodhyayah Dhyana Yogaha Om Narayana Parom Vyaktat Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantastvime Lokaha Tadvipacha Medini Om. Ardham Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session on the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It is called as Dhyana Yogaha Athava Ātma Samyama Yogaha. We have finished shloka number 6 completely, right? 6 is fully over. PVA not done. So we'll chant and do PVA for shloka number 6. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Bandhuratmatmanastasya Yenatmaivatmanajitaha Anatmanastu Shatrutve Vartetatmaiva Shatruvate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So just like shloka number 5, put the number of times Atma has come in the 6th shloka also. Now can you see the development of Dhyana Yoga, meditation is focusing on Atma. Atma means the individual at the gross level, then it's the physical body, then the mind, then the intellect, then the pure consciousness. So how to manage? If you want to be an excellent Dhyana Yogi, you have to manage all aspects of the individual personality, not just for one day. Nah. It is a day in and day out exercise. Na vala natarajan prabhatam. Na bore adichirunla. Idha pannittu irukkrada. Swamiji solluvaru. Na navi venkatramani Same idli I eaten, so many thousands of idlis has gone inside. Same thing you are doing for all other activities. Why should this be boring? So the only way is make it natural to you. That's why I keep emphasizing. What is the best way? Well, Rajan, timetable. Once you put a timetable, just follow it. Now, implicitly, without even questioning the time, make sure the timetable is correct. Then what happens? It is part and parcel of life. Then no longer be boring. Is it boring? No, Ganesh Ramurthy, time how many of you have actually done the time? Let me ask you. Quick poll. Atmanathan, you should know how, you should learn how to do the poll and all. Can you do one poll today? Possible? Huh? Just let us see how many of you have done timetable. Just we do not know your name and all. Just let us see. At least Balanath just put the hand like that. Answer is, I'm telling you the simplest, shortest, best way to become a spiritual personality. Now, I told you, about what my Swamiji talked about. 𝐒𝐚𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐚. That means spiritual life. So a proper spiritual timetable. Many of you not camera on. Damini, Neeraja, all of you camera on, all of you. Aruna, Radha, Rajika, everybody. Clear? Trying to make it a habit. Very good, Naveen. And let me tell you, wherever you are in the world, can be in any part of the world, your timetable is your best friend. So from what? From your higher mind, will transfer into your timetable. Your timetable, when you do, it will make, see, when you get up in the morning, it should be very clear, right? I'm telling you, 90% people don't know. Only thing they know is somehow they should push their body to the office. And the office was there. No, people have to go to physically to work. Correct? I mean, correct? That's the only goal. Somehow push the body to, and then after that, start with coffee there or whatever, and then now start the work. You should have a clear timetable. So Bhagavan is saying here, that mind will become a friend of oneself, which can master the entire activity of the entire human system. That means what? It includes, in the morning we discussed what you eat also. Okay, the mind should take care of that. And when that is established mastery, and how do you establish mastery? By the same mind. See, nobody can, I keep saying, you cannot be put in a cage and you cannot put a ringmaster and say, do this. That is circus, correct? What happens in circus? They put and then make you do something. There's also routine. Is circus not a routine? Circus is also routine, but that is forced. Here you got all the freedom. In spite of that, you choose to live this way. So the conscious way of living. One who learns this conscious way of living, and are you all enjoying? At least 50% of you are enjoying when you make this timetable and follow it. Is it enjoyable or not? You should be looking forward to it. And that's how life becomes very, very, very exciting. No dull moment. But if you cannot master, what happens if the lower mind drags you to all unnecessary things? The same self, which is now the mind, will be as if an enemy for you. What does the enemy do? Enemy destroys you. So you don't need external agency to destroy you. Your own mind will be your destroyer. So as if, Shatruvat, underline. It's not really an enemy. Shatruvat. Vata means what? As if. So the mind which cannot master the different aspects of your behavior and your actions, thoughts, word, deed, will become your worst enemy. Importantly, what you speak, you take a lot of care, because there is a saying, whatever words you have spoken, also writing also, whatever words are spoken and whatever pieces of glass that are broken cannot be taken back or joined together again. You cannot do it. Once spoken is spoken. Correct? Once written is written. So extreme care. That's why instead of reacting immediately, slow down. There's no need to push back strongly. All the people, family people, please be aware. One small thing blows up into a very big issue. Yes or no? No, I mean, we correct. And argument starts and finally it ends up with a very, very wrong result. Whether it is children or your own spouse or whatever it is, parents, anything, slow down. That's why, Balanatarajan, marriage is a great leveler. You should know how to give up some things in life. You should not always fight continuously. Madhuvari is best example. I'm sure there'll be fight, but you know how to give up, give in to each other. That's how you, mind. It's all question of how you are formulating your mind. Please understand. So, Pada Vibhaga, Bandhuhu, Ātma, Ātmanaha, Tasya, Yena, Ātma, Eva, Ātmana, Jitaha. Is it very fast? Can you follow? Kala madam la, clear, eh? Is it very fast? Can you start putting line? Only start putting line. Anatmanaha tu shatrutve varteta. There is a word called varteta. Atma eva shatruvati. Clear, eh? Now, I mean, whoever cannot catch in Padavibhaga, catch it in Anvaya. Catch the words, okay? Atma bandhuhu. So, Atma bandhuhu, Atmanaha, Tasya, Yena, Atma, Jitaha, Eva, Atmana. Complete set is one first group. Should I repeat? Please write 1, 2, 3. Atma bandhuhu, Atmanaha, Tasya, Yena, Atma, Jitaha, Eva, Atmana, Tu, Eva, Atmana. Next is tu. Tu means but. Tu eva atma varteta shatrutve shatruvat anatmanaha. Now you see, when you organize words like this and now know the meaning, individual words. 16 words. Very good. Now let's see the meaning. Atma bandhuhu. The self. Self here means the higher mind. The mind. For now, you start with the understanding the mind. The self, which is the mind, is verily a friend. So you don't say, sir, I don't have any good friends, sir. Sometimes some children, they don't interact well. No, Vimalvi, they say, I don't have any friends. Correct? They say that. So, what you should tell them? Your mind is your best friend. That mind which can understand good things. That mind which is engaged reading good books. The books are a best friend, right? They say, right? Like that. Your mind is your best friend. Yourself. You yourself is best friend. When what? Atmanaha, of oneself. Atma bandhuhu. Atma, the self. Here means the mind is a friend. Atmanaha. Vijubhakti, Shashti Bhakti, of oneself. Condition is there for this. Tasya, for him. This is Pullingam, but for that person, Yena, by whom Atma Jitaha, the self is mastered. It's all Karmani Prayogam, passive voice. I'll tell you in active voice after this. Atma Jitaha, the self is mastered. Eva Atmana, by the very self. Atmana, Vibhakti. You all know that, right? Now you can put what Vibhakti also next to it. It means what? The self or your own higher mind is the best friend of oneself. And why I call it a higher mind? Because it has got capability to master your individual personality. Mastering the personality means what? That mind which has now been what? Sanctified by Guru, Shastra, Upadishta, Susamskrita, Manaha. That mind will be your best guide. You don't need any other guide. Nah. Initially, you go to Guru and learn everything. Once you have learned everything, then your mind, higher mind, which is equivalent to all the knowledge, Vedic knowledge, is your best friend. That's why I keep saying, it's a long journey. It will not happen tomorrow. You have to get well versed in all the Shastras, especially all the, if you cannot read very many things, Vedas, Veda Bhashyam, at least read Bhagavad Gita, the 10 Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, with Shankara Bhashyam. You will more or less come to know what all you need to know. Because in these three, Prasthanatrayam, Acharya has dealt with every aspect that one needs to know. I keep saying again and again, any aspect you take, Acharya has dealt with. Then once you know this, Enna Naveen Shruti Vipratipannate Yada Sthasyati Nischala. After that, you will never ever seek out for any other information. Let me tell you. That's why I keep saying, don't send me any forward. I don't want any forward. Clear? Like that, you will reach a stage. So your own higher mind will take control and be the guiding light for you. Initially, it is like external to you in guiding. Over a period of time, what happens? It is natural. It becomes your natural self. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you understanding the process? How you can become a evolved noble soul? It's all in you. So this self or the higher mind is your best friend, provided it can take you in the right path. And what is the final goal you'll reach when you follow this path? That mind will merge in the Atman. That's it. You understood the Atman. Kritakrityo bhava. Bhagavan told, no? Kritakrityo bhava. You achieved what is to be done in this life. There's nothing else to be done. Imagine a state where there's nothing to be done. Every day, every minute, every second is a bonus. It will happen, provided you follow. Clear? That day is not very far, provided you follow the system. Clear? Now, we say on the flip side, they say, no, contrary to that, the same self or the same mind, because the mind is the same. See, the mind that is doing all the activities, the same mind which understands Shastras, which makes you move towards Brahmajnanam, the same mind also can take you in the downward path. Clear? You look at it, 7:30 India time or 10 o'clock East Coast time, correct? You can decide whether I want to do something else or I want to study Bhagavad Gita. Clear? Especially in India, IPL time. Correct IPL match. People can decide what they want to do. So it's up to you. The same mind can go and sit and watch that and waste. After 3 years, only you will say, I wasted my time. Generally, once in a way, it's fine. It should not become a disease. So when there's a great opportunity to learn, if you let it go, then what happens? Opportunities don't come. So the same self, the same mind, too. But Eva Ātma, that very self, Eva Karam, underline. So Bhagavan is, that's why I'm very careful to study the Bhagavad Gita. Eva means what? That very self. That means what? That mind, in the earlier part of the shloka where Bhagavan told, can master every aspect of the individual by Shastra, Guru, Bhagavan, Upadishta, Susamskrita, Manaha. That very self, that very mind, Varteta, would remain. Vartate vera, Varteta vera. Okay. Varteta would remain. Vartate presents itself. Varteta would remain. Shatrutve, in enmity. All in Karma Prayagam. So the same mind will remain in enmity. 2 times Bhagavan is saying, Shatrutve, Shatruvat, like an enemy. Shatrutve, are you understanding? Couple of people can acknowledge, because slightly the grammar is complicated, but the meaning is easy. You don't know the technically correct meaning? Eva Ātma, tu, but Eva Ātma, that very self, that very mind, now connected to the lower mind. Varteta, would remain. Shatrutve, in enmity. That means what? Continuously it will be. It's not that it will only once in a way it will be your enemy. Because whatever then you do, talk, your thought, word, deed, actions, food, everything will take you on the downward path. Are you getting the point? Once you allow the lower mind to take control of you, then you are lost. So would remain. That's what one would remain. That means what? You should not allow the mind to go in the direction. Quickly take a U-turn and come back. That is why the timetable will help. Arteta would remain. Shatrutve, in enmity. Shatruvat, like an enemy. Shatruvat. Shatruvat means what? Like an enemy. It's not like somebody is going to come in front of you and destroy you. We ourselves will become cause of our destruction if we don't elevate ourselves to the higher way of living. Then what? Anatmanaha. So, Anatmanaha here means person who has not mastered the self. Atmanaha means the self. Mastery of self is called Atmanaha. Anatmanaha, for a person who has not mastered the self. Understanding? That means what? Self here fundamentally means the mind, because the mind is the driver for all our actions. Now, Krishna is not very surprising. Is the mind something that you can figure out what it is? Gross entity where you can see this is the mind. Let me do something with it. Unknown. Correct? Huh? That unknown entity which is not you want to grasp should be known by the mind itself. Your mind only should know that my mind is not in the right direction. Correct? Huh? Are you getting the point? No, it's very, that's why Dhyana Yoga is very interesting. You know, according to Shastras, you study. The same mind has to analyze. And that's why in Kathopanishad, one mantra is there. Manasaivedamaptavyam nehana nasti kinchana mrityos samrityumapnoti ya ihananaiva pashyati. The Meenakshi madam, expert in all the Upanishads. Reference number podungo. Manasa eva idam aptavyam. By this mind only, the higher mind only, you should know that what? There is no two in the world. There is no variety. There is only one. 𝐒𝐚𝐫𝐢-𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐚. Where is that mind? Where is that mind? Is it somewhere else? Is it in Himalayas? Is it in Vaikuntha? Where is it? Answer solunga. Where is the mind? Here only. In us only. Very nice. Good. So, if the mind cannot establish mastery over yourself, so many people say, I am controlling 100 people, 200 people, 500 people. 1,000 people are under my control. Are you under control of yourself? Ask that person. Person cannot control oneself. What is the point in trying to control 1,000 people, 10,000 people? If that fellow has got a wrong mind, what is he doing? He is leading 100,000 people to hell. Please understand. If you are controlling 1,000 people, if I am controlling 1,000 people, my mind is not good. What I do? Talaivan nevali, makkal avvali. They say, no, in Tamil. That means what? Yatha raja, tatha praja. You're getting the point. So that's why it's all very, very subtle point. Very difficult. You have to sit down and think. Think what's happening around. Why it's like that. So what we can do, don't bother about external world. I keep repeating. Focus on your mind. Focus on a schedule. Keep sticking to Shastric study. The two Vedanta Shastra, don't deviate. Suddenly go to Bhagavatam, Ramayanam. That is no value, I'm telling you. Focus, because this is a science. This is a science of mastering your mind. And once you master your mind, you don't need anything. And I keep saying, Meenakshi madam, you study all these 10 Upanishads, Brahma Sutra and Bhagavad Gita. You take any scripture in the world. Kiran Goparaju, I can guarantee, you can give lecture for 1,000 days on any scripture. Ashtavakra Gita, they give you can study the shloka and give lecture. Because you understood clearly everything. Because what is to be known has been known through study of the Shastras. I keep repeating again and again. Some more people don't get it. Suddenly I'll go to Ramayanam, Bhagavatam, that this. That is the power of Vedanta. Why did Acharya Shankara, the greatest intellect, Shankara Jayanti is coming? You think Adi Shankara could not write Bhashyam on Veda mantras? Do you know there is Veda Bhashyam? Also, that means what? There is a meaning for every Vedic mantra that you are chanting. Nah. Veda Bhashyam, Acharya didn't take up Vedas for writing Bhashyam, commentaries. Why did he take Vedanta? Because that contains the essence of what all you should know. Whether it is Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, Jnana Kanda. The way he has taken all aspects. He brings everything and summarizes within his commentaries of the Prasthanatrayam. It's gold, I'm telling you, diamond. Prasthanatraya Bhashyam, learning from a guru. That's why I'm telling you, my guru is the greatest guru. For 60 years plus, he continues to teach only one thing. Atmanathan, Prasthanatraya Bhashyam, Prasthanat. That's all, nothing else. You think he cannot do Upanasam on Bhagavatam? He used to always say, Bhagavatam and all, when he was a 12-year-old, his Swamiji, Paramaguru has made him do. That's all, nothing. Vedanta. Vedanta Vijnana Sunischitartha. You are very lucky to get the best, highest knowledge. So pray to Bhagavan, Adi Shankaracharya, Akshaya Tritiya. Akshaya Tritiya, all want gold, 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 gold. For us, what is gold? Prasthanatraya Bhashyam is gold. Now, Marango. Ganesh Ramurtri, Akshaya Tritiya comes 2 days before Shankara Jayanti. Correct? What is really gold diamond for us? If you want to buy something, buy Prasthanatraya Bhashyam. Take that book, analyze, study. That will create gold. There's a wonderful shloka which says that once you know all these things, whatever you do cannot be wrong. And understand, integrate. So please understand that anatmanaha, the same mind, not going the right direction, confused mind. Should I do this or do that? Na bhajana pandanama, shastra madiginama. All confused mind. Shastra, study shastras, please understand. So for a person who has not mastered, now in the active voice. So for a person who has not mastered the self, that means what? A person whose higher mind has not taken control and mastered the individual personality, that same mind would remain an enemy, would remain in enmity as if like an enemy. Fair? Shatruta means as if like an enemy. So what is the resolution? Every shloka has got to take home. What is that we should do? Never allow the mind to slip. First come back and don't get too much agitated. Whatever happens around you, don't react too much. Develop calmness, accept things, keep on being focus. See, I'll tell you how to make sure that whether my mind is coming to kind of next sloka is about tranquility of the mind. How can we say, am I moving towards tranquility? No, Kiran Govarajo. I'll give you simple proof. Once again, it's all in your hand. Whether my daily schedule gets unaffected by different happenings that happen every day. No, Radhakrishnan are correct. Is every day the same? Every day the same? Always everything nice, peaceful, happy. Things are going correctly. Absolutely no fight, no argument, no disappointment, no depression. No, Harish? Every day like that? Nah. Even driving on the road itself is irritating. Correct? Now, I don't know whether you're driving. So he wants to go to Canada. I don't know whether maybe Malati madam should say Canada is another traffic. If you enough for you to Ganesh Chennai Katala car I don't know whether you're going or not, but it's enough for you to lose your peace of mind. Correct? By the time you come back home, your mind is gone. So please understand, that is how the life is. So now you'll say, let us go back to working from home. But sometimes, no, it's not going to come back. Work from home nowadays, they cut down to 50%, no? They are saying all should come to report to work. So all this will happen. So irrespective of whatever happens every day on a daily basis, am I able to stick to my spiritual timetable? If you are able to do it, you are getting to mastering yourself. Proof is there. Bhagavad Gita is very, very practical. So what you should do, irrespective of whatever happens, my schedule I will follow. During that period, you forget about what happened. Now, is it difficult? I think it's easy, right? During that portion, you're going to spend maximum 20 minutes morning and 20-30 minutes in the evening. Correct? I don't think we're giving too much time. Like Venkatram Mulala, he dedicated his life. He's a different individual. But other people at least spend the time to do that. And so what happens? Your mind will become best friend. Then you'll never feel lonely. Sir, nobody is there to talk, sir. Gossiping, all those things. So somebody wanted to chant Sadhana Panchakam. I don't know who the person was. Finally, Acharya says in that, Meenakshi madam, Ekante sukhamasyatam paratare chetas samadhiyatam purna ātma susamikshatam. So, Ekante sukhamasyatam. That means what? Doesn't mean you want only to be alone. Yogaratho bhogaratho sangaratho sangavhina. You are comfortable wherever you are. Clear? Now you understand. So for doing meditation, for that 5, 10, 15, whatever you're doing, all these are required. You should be able to be a master. That means what? You cannot have an agitated mind sitting for meditation. I'm totally frustrated. Today, let me sit for meditation. Do you think meditation will cure that? What will happen? It will increase it exponentially because at that time the focus is very high. If you enter into meditation, disturbed mind, Vishwajit, you will get more frustrated. You will get different kind of headache. Focus frustration. Vishwajit, very good. Concentrated frustration will come. Please be careful. That's why suppression will explode. Correct. That is why I'll tell you, the person who can be the best meditator, for the want of a word, is a person who is normally very comfortable morning to night with oneself and the surroundings. That's all. That mind, how it will be. Shloka number 7. Sri Bhagavanu vacha jitatmana prashantasya Paramatma samahitaha shitoshna sukha dukkheshu tatha manapamanayoho. Madam.
जितात्मानः प्रशान्तस्य परमात्मा समाहितः शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु तथा मानापमानयोः.
Very good, excellent. Now all of you, important shloka, one of the most important shloka of chapter 6. The Bahiranga sadhana, what all you do, culminates in this. Together, all of us. Sri Bhagavanu vacha jitatmana prashantasya paramatma samahitaha shitoshna sukha dukkheshu tatha manapamanayoho. Jitatmanaha, no? Anybody's got a problem? Word is correct, no? What is the question somebody put in the chat box? Jitatmanaha, no? No, ba? First padam, isn't it? Jitatmanaha. It's not jitatmanaha. Jitatmanaha. Clear, right in Sanskrit. Jitatmanaha. Jitatmanah prashantasya. That's why he says Jitatmanah prashantasya paramatma samahitaha shitoshna sukha dukkheshu tatha manapamanayoho. Clear? All of us clear? Any doubt? Anybody has got doubt? Okay. Jitatmanah prashantasya. Very good. Now Bhagavan is saying for a person who has mastered oneself. Now, the last two slokas is how does the higher mind to tame the lower mind. For a person who has mastered oneself, what is the result? Person achieves tranquility. So the person attains tranquil mind. The mind is always peace, calm, tranquil mind. And Bhagavan now says, very important, in that tranquil mind only what all you studied, no? Ātma tattvam that is studied so far, Bhagavan explained your true nature, will reflect. All the knowledge that you obtained about the Ātma tattvam, the supreme Ātma tattvam, that will become very evident in that mind that has achieved tranquility. So the mind that achieves tranquility only will have to integrate the knowledge, intellectual knowledge, into what? Your emotional personality, your natural state of existence. And this mind now is no longer bothered about the vagaries that are happening externally. Once you understood that you are the Atman, the matter principle around you, which is subject to variations, ups and downs and changes, no longer will affect you. So Bhagavan says, this person is the same with respect to pair of opposites. Example, Bhagavan has given, whether it is heat and cold, pleasure and pain, honor and dishonor, this person is not bothered about what is happening around. Clear, huh? That means what? The mind has achieved tranquility, mind has understood the Atman earlier intellectually. Here the calm mind will reflect that Atman becomes evident, he says. Evident, it has been already there. The Atma Jnanam will become evident, as Bhagavan says. What does he say? I will enter the mind of the real bhakta and I will what? I will make that person Atma Jnani. He told, no, every time we chant, no, in the beginning of the class, the first sloka, that's what? Bhagavan will ensure that Jnana Deepena Bhasvata. That mind will be lit to the knowledge of the self, the pure mind. For that, the mind has to be purified. Without a pure mind, whatever we keep on studying will only be appearing externally. It will not enter your system. So what is the goal? Purity of mind through your karma yoga. Chitta Shuddhi is very important. So very good shloka. All of us together, let's stand this. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Jitatmanah Prashantasya Paramatma Samahitaha Shitoshna Sukha Dukkheshu Tatha Manapamanayoho. Now the Padavibhaga. Jitatmanaha Prashantasya Paramatma Samahitaha Shitoshna Sukha Dukkheshu Tatha Manapamanayoho. Clear? Very simple. Can move fast now. Okay. Anvaya. Jitatmanaha Prashantasya Paramatma Samahitaha Shitoshna Sukha Dukkheshu Tatha Manapamanayoho. Anvaya also the same form. There is no change. Clear? 8 words. How many times Atma has come in this? Jitatmanaha. Atmanaha also the word. Atma Shabda only. Atmanaha Paramatma. Then what? Only 2 times. Correct? Very good. Excellent. Now, what is the Anvaya meaning? Jitatmanaha. Jitatmana is a title. This word has come many times in Bhagavad Gita. Jitatmanaha means Atmanaha Jitaha Yasya Saha. One who has mastered oneself. That means what? What should you actually master? You should only master your mind. It's not the physical mastery. All these things you push up and get, that is different. Here, it is mastering the mind. So, for the one who has mastered himself or herself, when can you say you're master of yourself? When everything that you do will always be in the right direction. And who controls your actions? Somebody else controls my actions. My actions controlled by whom? By my mind. Correct? So important. So, Jitatmanaha, for one who has mastered oneself, Prashantasya, automatically the person will be tranquil. If you have controlled yourself in all aspects, 2 things you will know. What to do and what not to do. Clear? Both should be clear. Given a situation, sometimes not reacting is also good. Doesn't mean that you should always be reacting. Sometimes not doing something is actually very good. Sometimes, correct? Sometimes, that's why you should move with Mahans and see. Sometimes you keep on pestering. They walk away from that place simply. They'll smile and go away. It means what? They won't react. That means what? We are doing something wrong. Are you getting the point? So sometimes not reacting also, you know. It means what? Ram Ram, correct? Sometimes being neutral, not doing, sometimes definitely not getting into some kind of thought, word, deed. Clear? So Prashantasya, that means what? One of a person who is tranquil. So 2 qualities. Both are titles for a person who has mastered the self. Jitatmanaha Prashantasya, who is a tranquil person. Paramatma. Here Paramatma. That's why Bhagavan is now pointed out Paramatma. Atma, 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 living all places. No? Here Bhagavan is pointing out Parama. Paramatma means what? Paramatma, Atma Tattvam, Brahma Tattvam. Supreme Atma, Samahitaha, is very, very evident. Samahitaha means what? Is very evident. That means what? Many people tell me that we're keeping on studying this Atma Tattvam again and again, 10 commandments. I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not. Somehow, that is not registering. It's not evident for us. Yes or no? Am I right or wrong? Nah. Whatever you keep on studying, maybe while analyzing looks very logical, but it doesn't become natural, correct? So for that, what is the medicine Bhagavan is saying? 2 things, write down. Jitatmanaha Prashantasya. That's why I keep saying, unless you follow the basic steps properly, what you understand as Atma Tattvam will not what? Be integrated. If it is not integrated, what happens? Giridhar? It is not of use to you. Please understand. When should Atma Jnanam really be applied? Of course, 24/7 should be there. But what do you say? No, Lakshmi Narasimhan, when the chips are down and things don't go the way you expect it to go, that is when your Atma Jnanam should shine more brilliantly, yes or no? That I am Atma, Aham, I am Atma, Naham Deha, I don't have any connection. Whatever happens, let me just neglect it. Ability to neglect the external world will happen only when the Atma is reflecting profoundly in your intellect, the pure mind. Are you getting the point? Nah, that's why it's called Atma Balam. So in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, special mantra dedicated is Atma Jnani. What? Balena Tishtati. Atma Balena Tishtati. Rest only in the Atma Balam. Please understand. For the person doesn't need any other support. So your Atma Jnanam will be the best support. So two things. One, mastery of the self, what to do, what not to do, and tranquility. Both are required. Not only being always policing and controlling. Naturally should be in a sense of tranquility. Paramatma. If these two are there, then the Supreme Atma, Samahitaha is very, very evident. That is why this dhyanam that Bhagavan is going to teach is to give you a glimpse of the evidence of the Atma Swarupam during dhyanam. Are you understanding now? I'm building up to the ultimate dhyanam. Unlike other meditation, which is meditation, here what you understood is being what? Reflected in the mind, which has become tranquil. So write down today. So dhyanam is of two types. This is traditional dhyanam. Ram Subbu. One is called dhyanam, which you do before getting Atma Jnanam. They will give some steps here and there. That is all fine. And please understand, even that dhyanam, which is prescribed by what? Patanjali in Yoga Margam. Do you all have got some basic introduction? It says yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, then dhyana, then samadhi. Dhyanam or meditation in Yoga Margam, the seventh step in the Ashtanga Yoga. It is not first day they teach you dhyanam. If anybody teaches you meditation course, first day dhyanam, they are fools. Unless they see what is have you regulated your life. Now, if they start entering that, nobody will come for meditation course. So they want money. So they'll say, sit down, do something and go some circus they will teach, and then you also go away thinking I learned meditation. Nah. So that is not meditation. This is going to further spoil you. Please understand. So there also, yama, niyama, that means what? Do's and don'ts. What you should do, what you should not do. Asana, how to sit down properly. First of all, you are not able to sit down properly in a place. Nah, always sitting for 1 minute, running away. Nah. People cannot sit in one place for half an hour. Yes or no? How can you do dhyanam? Then pranayama, we're going to talk about in detail. Control of breath is very important. I told you the pranamaya kosha is between the what? Annamaya kosha and manomaya kosha. Able to have control on prana. Pratyahara, able to withdraw from the world. All these are all different. No aspect Bhagavan is dealt beautifully. As per Vedanta. Pratyahara means what? You are able to withdraw everything, your mind from the external world. Dharana, focus. Two things are required. One is withdrawing the mind from the external world to focus on something we are going to talk about, is elevating. Then only dhyana will happen. Are you getting the point? Can you know somebody can write all these 8 steps? That is Ashtanga Yoga. The same thing Bhagavan is taking in a Shastric way, traditional way. Are you getting the point? So the tranquil mind is very important. Supreme Atma is evident. And so what is the proof? Is am I going to be only calm when I am doing dhyanam? Shehadri sir. Nah, I am a very calm person, sir, when doing dhyanam. After that, my Nija Swarupam will come out. My real nature will come out. See, the dhyanam, what you practice for 15, 20 minutes, whatever time, should percolate to you as an individual throughout the day, day after day. And so Bhagavan is saying, now why? Why is this particular portion is included in the same shloka? Understand? Shitoshna sukha dukkheshu. What? Saptami vibhakti. In the pair of opposites. Shita, Ushna. What is Shitam? What is Ushnam? Shitam is cold. Ushnam is hot. Correct? Both in cold and heat. That means what? Pair of opposites. That doesn't mean you should be able to live in Antarctica and also in what? Another Singapore. What the hottest place in Earth? Where is the place? You tell me. That's not, doesn't mean you're going to live there in both places without any external. That is not the point. The pair indicates pair of opposites. And Sukham and Dukkham, Sahara desert. Very good. Ravi Putajan, correct. I forgot. There's something called Sahara desert in the world. Very close to NRS place. Correct? So, that is not the physical thing being present anyway. That means what? Situations. Situations make you hot or cold. Yes or no? Nah. In Kannada especially we'll say, no, tale bisi aagta ide. I don't know whether you say in Tamil. Sundar Mama? Manda kanjittu solranga. Correct. Manda kan solranga. We say that, no? The heat and cold is within your mind only. Manda solranga. Correct? See? Heat and cold is here only. So please understand, the person is what? Shitoshna sukha dukkheshu. Supply the word samaha, samam. So this sama is not, there's no chandas is not available. The person, what? Will actually have equanimity. Shitoshna sukha dukkheshu. 1. 2. Tatha mana apamana yoho dvivachana. Either in honor or dishonor. Is the world going to always honor you? Nah. World and people around. Nah. Who will honor you always? Nah, NRS. You have paid people. All paid. All fake news. Nah. You pay people to keep on telling you are the greatest person on earth. 1, 2, 3. Again and again and again. Allah. Left alone to them, after writing that, they'll go and know on the back, they'll write other sentences about you. Nobody is going to naturally honor you. So don't worry about the world. Your guideline, your mark has to be, have I lived up to Shastra that I learned? That will be the golden mark for you. Forget about the world. Nah. If they do, don't do, really should not affect you. End of the day, when you go back, you should be very comfortable. Yes, I have lived my best possible attempt I made to as per the Shastras. Clear? That's all is required. So wonderful shloka, very important. That means what? Your daily activities should lead you to a tranquil mind. Point 1. Should lead you to mastery of your sense organs. And so not get led away by what? The sense objects around you. Clear? So once again chant in close. Sri Bhagavanu vacha 𝐒𝐸𝐻 prashantasya paramatma samahitaha शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखेषु तथा मानापमानयोः Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, how do you make this mind hitatmanaha and prashantasya? Only one way. What is the way? Ātma jnanam, Ātma jnanam, Ātma jnanam. Shloka number 8. See, everything is connected. Sri Bhagavanu vacha Jnana Vijnana Triptatma Kutastho Vijitendriyaha Yukta Ityuchyate Yogi Samaloštashma Kanchanaha.
Jnana Vijnana Triptatma Kutastho Vijitendriyaha Yukta Ityuchyate Yogi Samaloštashma Kanchanaha.
Very good. Also together. Sri Bhagavanu vacha Jnana Vijnana Triptatma Kutastho Vijitendriyaha Yukta Ityuchyate Yogi Samaloštashma Kanchanaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, Bhagavan is addressing a most important topic. Why are we in search of something that is elusive, something that should happen, this should happen, that should happen, correct? Because we are not attained self-satisfaction. That Purnamadav Purnamidam has not been attained. Yes or no? Aham Purnaha. Are we able to say? Everything I need to achieve has been achieved. I have attained what is to be attained. I don't need anything more. I'm always full. The sense of satisfaction, completeness, you are not able to obtain. And that is possible only by what? Atma Jnanam or Brahma Jnanam. Contentment, Purnatvam is possible only by Jnanam. And for that Jnanam, you should have Jitatmanaha, Prashantasya. All those things has to happen. And you should have what? Right way of life. It's all a connected thing. It's not suddenly something. So please don't, many people say suddenly something will not happen. It's a process. It's a process. How you become a normal coal, how it become diamond. It's a process, right? Same coal which is now found in the diamond field. What happens? By process, by doing all the activities, becomes shining diamond. Like that only your individual personality. So Bhagavan is saying, one whose mind is satisfied with jnana and vijnana. 2 words. There is a chapter for this. What is the chapter? Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Where is it coming? Very next chapter. Bhagavan already indicated. So Jnana and Vijnana. So the mind has to be satisfied with 2 things. Jnanam means what? Atma Jnanam, intellectual knowledge. Vijnanam means experiential knowledge. That knowledge should be experiential. What is experiential in Atma Jnanam? When I know that nothing in the world is important. Really doesn't matter. It's all incidental. So easy? Not easy, right? See, the jnani, the way a person Vijnani works is, everything is only incidental. But the person will work as if it is the most important thing. As if. You will not be able to make out. If you are able to reach the state, you are a jnani, vijnani. So, for a person who is satisfied, that means what? You achieve the state of completeness. You don't need anything else. Nobody can come and confuse you. I keep saying again and again. There are many agencies, many, whatever, groups, they can confuse you. Do that, do this, do that, do this. No, this Atma Jnani can never be confused. Let me tell you. Can stand upside down. No way. Indrane vandalum, the person will not shake. Clear? I got the point? That is Jnanam and Vijnanam. You're going to study next chapter. Jnana Vijnana Yoga. So that one is satisfied with Jnanam and Vijnanam. Point 1. 2. Achieve the sense of steadiness. The person is always steady. That means what? Simply not wavering. Today, this party. Tomorrow, that party. Today, bhajana. Tomorrow, some other thing. Day after tomorrow, some other Ramayana. There's no Bhagavatam. Only Vedanta, Vijnana, Sunischitartha. If at all you want to do something. Clear? Are you clear? Because that's the final. That is the final knowledge. Final frontier. Final frontier. This is the final frontier. This is the final frontier. Once you reach this, third track. So once you reach that, you want to go back. So let me ask you this question. Some of you have done postgraduate and all. Would you like to go back again to SLC and PUC and all again? You like to go? It's like that. Once you enter Vedanta and get mastery over it, going back to all elementary classes, seemingly you will do. Sometimes some people are around, you need to encourage them, you will do. Doesn't mean there is tatparim in that. Are you getting the point? Understand? So what? You're steady. You are steady. You are very clear that Vedanta Jnanam is the only thing to be known, established. And if at all you have to tell somebody, ask them to study Vedanta. That's all. It's the only thing required. That's why I told 3 buckets. What is the 3 buckets principle? Like 3 idiots principle. What are they? 1 is Vedanta Jnanam. 2, Chitta Shuddhi. 3, survival. That's all is required. Nothing is required. Yeah. Now, this person who has what? Mind is satisfied through Jnana and Vijnana, who is always steady, unwavering. 3, Bhagavan wants, so I tell you this, again and again, Bhagavan will emphasize mastery of sense organs. Person who has mastered the sense organs. Clear? Is called a yogi. So here Bhagavan, this yogi is a dhyana yogi. Please understand. A person who can achieve these 3 things. Clear? So the person here is called a yogi or a dhyana yogi. Here, as I told you, the dhyanam you do before getting Atma Jnanam is normal dhyanam. After getting jnanam, it's called nididhyasanam. Write down. Very important term, nididhyasanam. There are three things one needs to do in Vedanta Shastra. Write down Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. And what is Nididhyasanam? I'll explain detail later. It has been taken up for special discussion in Brahma Sutra. What is Nididhyasanam? Is it something new? We'll study that portion separately. The person who has mastered this aspect of Nididhyasanam, write down academic sake, is Sureshwaracharya more than anybody else. Sureshwaracharya has written a lot of slokas about Nididhyasanam in Naishkarmya Siddhi. Because this term you will see, but you will not get explanation for this term very easily. People, each one says something about Nididhyasanam. Only in Naishkarmya Siddhi, Sureshwaracharya has given clear explanation what is Nididhyasanam. I'll tell you when we do the Dhyana Yoga. Clear? Are you getting the point? So, this person becomes a Dhyana Yogi. Atma Dhyana Yogi means what? Nididhyasanam capability has reached. That's what it means. Yogi here doesn't mean a Karma Yogi. Doesn't mean what? Bhakti Yoga. It is not Raja Yoga. It is Dhyana Yoga. That is, this is a term where person is able to focus on excellent Dhyanam. So for this Yogi, Bhagavan says, either a lump of earth or a stone or gold, all are one and the same. That means what? That doesn't mean this person can go and give stone and buy gold. Nah. Are you getting the point? Don't think like that. One and the same means what? They are not important. It has come on Akshaya Tritiya day. All of you cursing. What is happening? All of us thought on Akshaya Tritiya what? No, gold is most important. Bhagavan for exact opposite. Now you understand now? Bhagavan's game, you understood now? Why should this sloka come? We didn't know. Just come on Akshaya Tritiya, right? It is come by design? No, it happens naturally. That means what? All this marketing people do Akshaya Tritiya, buy gold. I'll tell you on Akshaya Tritiya, you do Dhanam. Please understand. Akshaya Tritiya is not like what popular people say, buy gold. You donate gold to good. That means what? Gold are equivalent of that money to good people, good institutions. That's what you're supposed to do. It's a great day for Dhanam. That's the they all market, buy gold. So we all go and buy gold. I don't know how many buy gold, but it's up to you. So Bhagavan is saying here on Akshaya Tritiya day, Guru sir, this is a very warning. Samaloshtasma kanchana. What does it mean? Frankly speaking, Sundar Mama, person will not run behind gold. Gold vangarde, gold sekarde. Gold nala irritation. Doesn't really think about it. It means what? Just like you don't run behind, you will go in search of stones, pebbles, earth, mud, you go and search and collect it and keep it. The way you won't collect all these things, you won't collect gold. That's what it means. It doesn't mean everything is one and the same. Please don't think they're not one and the same. You cannot go to today your jewelry shop, that whatever famous jewelry shop you are visiting. Sir, in Gita, Bhagavan has told, Samaloshtasma kanchanaha. So he'll give you 1 kg of mud. He'll give you 1 kg of gold. Can you say that? You'll say, I don't know what action the person will take. Please understand. So don't take it. What does it mean? Just like you won't run behind, the utility value is what? That means what? Utility. But gold has got some utility. If you see all Periva and all, they believe in donating gold to big temples, make a crown of gold, make a pot of gold for Abhishekam, for all the puja. Why? Because that has got some sanctity. So the sanctity and the sacredness of gold is being used for worship, because Bhagavan is the most sacred person. Are you getting the point? For those things, they will say you do it. Not accumulate personally all this. But anyway, don't take it too much personally. Now I'll say, sir, I got 2 daughters get married, sir. What should I do? Should not collect gold. You know that you're not collecting for yourself. You are collecting for your daughter's marriage. Fine. Keep it there. And then along with the daughter, you send the gold also along with the daughter. Clear? Are you getting the point? You know how to operate very smartly in the world. Vedanta Vijnana Sunishitarthaha. So you do that. The Vimal V. Canada be careful. Okay. Clear? So let us stand this sloka and end the class. And important thing, From today onwards, since a lot of people have registered to chant for Shankara Jayanti, at the end of every class, in addition to Gita Samvatsara Vaibhavam, we'll have one person performing some stotra on Adi Shankara's composition. Today we'll start with Vishwajit, who's going to do Totakashtakam. We'll chant this sloka and end the class. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Jnana Vijnana Triptatma Kutastho Vijitendriyaha 𝐒𝐿𝐤𝐚𝐫𝐚 Samaloshtāshma-kāñcanah. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vishwajit, can you chant? We'll start with our praise to Shankaracharya. Let's start with PBA next class. Okay? Done. Thank you.
Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. विदिताखिल शास्त्र सुधा जलधे महितोपनिषद कथितार्थ निधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं करुणावरुणालय पालय मां भवसागर दुःख विदून हृदं रचयाखिल दर्शन तत्त्वविदं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निज बोध विचारण चारुमते कलयेश्वर जीव विवेक विदं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं भवयेव भवान् भवयेव भवान्निति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता भवयेव भवान्निति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोह महाजलधिं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं सुकृते धिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शन लालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय माम् अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं जगतीमवितुं कलिता कृतयो विचरन्ति महामहस छलतः अहिमांशुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं गुरुपुंगव पुंगव केतनते समतामयता नहि कोऽपि सुधिः शरणागतव चलतत्वनिधे भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो द्रुतमेव विधेहि कृपां सहजां भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणम्.
Excellent chanting. Excellent chanting. You really gave a great start to Shankara Jayanti. Bhava Shankara Deshika me Sharanam. All of you please note down. Many of you say Periva Charanam Charanam Periva Charanam. Have you heard, sir? So if you want to say Sri Periva Sharanam, not Charanam. Charanam is also a word. Here Sharanam means I submit to you to seek your grace. Excellent chanting. Shujit, he is like 24/7. This morning we did a planning session. Said you start immediately, no preparation time. Started it. He will now make a schedule. All people, only some of them can get the chance to chant on the Shankara Jayanti, but every day Shankara Jayanti for a person who is following Shankara. So we'll start scheduling in addition to Gita, Samvatsara, all people to chant. All of you can nominate whatever good stotra, maximum 5 minutes to chant and seek the blessings directly from Shankara. When you chant Shankara stotra, you just close your eyes. Don't worry about anybody. Direct grace of Shankara will come to you. Clear? Now Gita Samvatsara Vaibhavam. Who is chanting? Very good. Next. Mamta Patil, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Chant ಮಾಡಿ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಗುರುಜಿ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾಯ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನೇ ನಮಃ. ಅಥ ತ್ರಯೋದಶೋऽಧ್ಯಾಯಃ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಜ್ಞ ವಿಭಾಗ ಯೋಗಃ. ಶ್ರೀ ಭಗವಾನುವಾಚ ಪ್ರಕೃತೈವ ಚ ಕರ್ಮಾಣಿ ಕ್ರಿಯಮಾಣಾನಿ ಸರ್ವಶಃ ಯಃ ಪಶ್ಯತಿ ತಥಾತ್ಮಾನಂ ಅಕರ್ತಾರಂ ಸ ಪಶ್ಯತಿ. ಯದಾ ಭೂತ ಪೃಥಗ್ ಭಾವಂ ಏಕಸ್ತಮನುಪಶ್ಯತಿ ತಥ ಏವ ಚ ವಿಸ್ತಾರಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಸಂಪದ್ಯತೆ ತದಾ. ಅನಾದಿತ್ವಾ ನಿರ್ಗುಣತ್ವಾತ್ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮವ್ಯಯಃ ಶರೀರಸ್ಥೋಪಿ ಕೌಂತೆಯ ನ ಕರೋತಿ ನ ಲಿಪ್ಯತೆ. ಯಥಾ ಸರ್ವಗತಂ ಸೌಕ್ಷ್ಮ್ಯಾತ್ ಆಕಾಶಂ ನೋಪಲಿಪ್ಯತೆ ಸರ್ವತ್ರಾವಸ್ಥಿತೋ ದೇಹೇ ತಥಾತ್ಮಾನೋಪಲಿಪ್ಯತೆ. ಯಥಾ ಪ್ರಕಾಶಯತ್ ಏಕಃ ಕೃಷ್ಣಂ ಲೋಕಮಿಮಂ ರವಿಃ. ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಂ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರೀ ತಥಾ ಕೃಷ್ಣಂ ಪ್ರಕಾಶಯತಿ ಭಾರತ. ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಜ್ಞಯೋರೇವಂ ಅಂತರಂ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಚಕ್ಷುಷಾ ಭೂತ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಮೋಕ್ಷಂ ಚ ಯೇ ವಿಧುರ್ಯಾಂತಿ ತೇ ಪರಂ. ಓಂ ತತ್ಸದಿತಿ ಶ್ರೀಮದ್ ಭಗವದ್ ಗೀತಾಸು ಉಪನಿಷತ್ಸು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮವಿದ್ಯಾಯಾಂ ಯೋಗಶಾಸ್ತ್ರೇ ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣಾರ್ಜುನ ಸಂವಾದೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಜ್ಞ ವಿಭಾಗ ಯೋಗೋ ನಾಮ ತ್ರಯೋದಶೋऽಧ್ಯಾಯಃ. ಅಥ ಚತುರ್ದಶೋऽಧ್ಯಾಯಃ ಗುಣತ್ರಯ ವಿಭಾಗ ಯೋಗಃ. ಶ್ರೀ ಭಗವಾನುವಾಚ ಪರಂ ಭೂಯಃ ಪ್ರವಕ್ಷ್ಯಾಮಿ ಜ್ಞಾನಾನಾಂ ಜ್ಞಾನಮುತ್ತಮಂ ಯಜ್ಞಾತ್ವಾ ಮುನಯಃ ಸರ್ವೇ ಪರಾಂ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಮಿತೋ ಗತಃ. ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ.
ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗ್. ಮಮತಾ ಪಾಟೀಲ್, ಪುಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಪುಣೆ ತಾನೆ?
ಹೌದು, ಪುನಾದಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Meenakshi madam also is in Pune. You can get in touch with madam also.
Yes,
very good satsangam. Excellent. Now nice chanting. So today both blessings of Krishna Paramatma and Shankaracharya you started. What? This is Akshaya Tritiya for us. Ram Subbu, correct? Real Akshaya Tritiya when again golden blessings from the two greatest Mahans you need to get. And so let us make sure the next year till next Akshaya Tritiya is all gold, gold, gold. Not gold in physical sense. Mind has to be like gold, shining always. Hiranya Garbha Garbhastamnu mantra varudhu. Theriyuma? Adukku meaning unde solran. Hiranyamnala gold. Enna gold paakalam. Okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We will actually have another chanting tomorrow in 12 hours also. Now Vishwajit will give the schedule for Shankara Jayanti continuation. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम तत्सत्. कृष्ण 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 कृष्ण. शुभमस्तु. समस्त सन्मंगलानि भवन्तु. हरि ओम. नारायण.
Tomorrow it is Sri NRS. Just giving a heads up.
NRS will chant tomorrow. What is he chanting? Okay. It's okay. We'll chant what is supposed to. No problem. We'll include in the schedule. And today's meeting note will say it. Okay. Thank you. Hari Om. Narayana.